This model kit review is of the Porsche 911 Turbo, the 1988 version. It's a 1/24 scale model, and it is by Tamiya. And it's got some nice box art there, officially a licensed product. And it's in Guards Red, that's very beautiful. Got the dimensions there. And another picture there from the top. These are the, I guess, the colors needed for finishing the model, it says here. So let's have a look inside and see. Okay, well, let's start off with that classic Porsche body. And that is beautifully molded. The molding is perfect. We've got the recessed panel lines, very faint mold lines, so easy to remove those. Look at the quality here of our rear grille. It's perfectly molded. We've got some rear mold lines here, and then there's our front. That is beautiful. Okay, over here we've got our glass. We've got the rear windshield with the defroster molded in. We've got the rear Porsche, that's normally painted red or clear red. We've got side glass, beautifully molded. And then our side lights, reverse lights and so on. Here we've got our headlights and our front windshield. It's clear and transparent, there's no warping. Okay, we've got our tires, some nice tread there. We've got the poly caps and our exhaust, our axles. Okay, we've got chrome parts for our headlight buckets and classic 5-star Porsche wheels in chrome. Front here and back here because they're wider. You can see the Porsche logo there and the bolts. Over here we've got our cockpit tub there with central console and rear seats molded in. Here are, well, here's the exhaust and some suspension parts. Looks like some part of our muffler there and the exhaust. Very nicely molded. It does appear to be an older mold from Tamiya, but it's still perfectly done. Here is our floor pan and chassis with the engine molded in. Unfortunately, there's our 6 boxer there. Now this last sprue here is of the chassis and floor pan. We've got the boxer engine here as well as our transmission molded in. And we've got some seats which need to be filled in the back here. And we've got our side mirrors, steering, stick shift there. Here is our dashboard and some body accessories, front and back windshield, wipers, and then our suspension parts. Okay, over here we've got some transfers there and some decals. Not a lot of decals because it's a sports car. And then over here we're going to do our instructions. So here's some details here about the car. And here are the colors needed. So we're going to build our suspension on the chassis there. And then we're going to put on our wheels and exhaust parts there. Here we've got our seats going in. Look like they snap in, but I'll still glue them. And I'm going to fill the back. We've got some interior parts going on there. So it's our dashboard, and then it's mounted on the chassis. And we put our glass into the body, put the transfers on for our rear view mirror there, gives it nice and nice chrome look, and then our rear glass, so it shows you how to paint around. You have to tape that off because that's going to be very difficult to hand paint that perfectly. Mount our engine to the chassis, sorry, our body to the chassis, and then the rest of the body parts go on, and then all that extra painting. Okay, here's the paint and decal guide. So that's the decal that goes on there. That was for rocks to get thrown up there to protect the paint, and some explanation there about how to finish it. So all in all, beautiful Tamiya molds. Unfortunately, there's no separate engine. That is a beautiful Porsche 911 turbo model.